Comics Recapped here. Today I'll be explaining a comic called The Batman Who Laughs. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Batman was chasing a truck with a row house attached to it. Alfred told Batman that there were 3 shooters inside. The truck was carrying corpses of dead citizens of Gotham. He threw bat knives at the enemies and entered the row house by busting the roof open. Batman scanned the area and saw the contraband. When he opened it, he was shocked as he saw his own corpse inside. In Gotham morgue, Bruce disguised himself as an embalmer and studied his body. All of the corpse's features matched Bruce's, even his scars. However, some scars weren't present, which were Bruce's scars after Bane broke his back. Bruce hypothesized that this corpse likely retired after that instance and showed evidence of having a happy life. Alfred came to pick Bruce up, and they left. Meanwhile, in Arkham Asylum, Batman killed the jail guards and surprisingly carried guns. The guards were shocked as Batman had never harmed them before. Batman approached an iron door and pushed it open. Joker was inside. Suddenly, a dark smiling figure appeared and killed Joker by piercing a scythe through his head. In GCPD HQ, Bruce told Jim that an enemy from another realm had emerged. Bruce said the creature was him and also similar to the Joker. Batman said when the Joker is killed, a toxin is released from its body and is absorbed by its killer. The creature was only interested in killing and destroying everything. Bruce continued by saying that the creature has his training and memories, but Bruce still didn't know what the enemy planned. The one killed in Arkham wasn't Joker, it was a decoy. Batman went to the waterway to where Joker probably was. Batman ordered Alfred to disable the waterway security system. Once Alfred did, the Joker emerged from the water. Joker pointed a gun at Batman, but surprisingly, the Joker fired at himself. Batman rushed to the Joker's body. Joker died and the toxin was released. Batman laughed hysterically. Alfred tried to revive Joker. Alfred kept saying that Joker wasn't going to make it, but Batman told Alfred to do everything to revive Joker. Alfred asked Batman if the toxin affected him. Batman told Alfred he'd be fine, as he used every antidote available, which would delay his transformation by a week. Batman was stressed. He couldn't see any weaknesses the enemy had. Joker laughed, surprising Batman. Alfred said it was a physical response. It meant the Joker would live. In the streets of Gotham, a man suddenly crashed into a car. Jim and Batman disguised as Harvey arrived later. The man was dead, and he was identified as Bruce Wayne. Jim says that this Bruce fell from a height higher than any nearby buildings. Jim hypothesized that the enemy might be pulling through Bruce Wayne's from other worlds. Batman saw the dead Bruce's ID. He was a mayor and was riding on a blimp when he was stabbed and thrown off. Batman thinks the enemy might be collecting cardiac blood from different Bruce Waynes to create a serum to transform humans into their darkest version. Batman told Jim about an old map of Gotham. He said that Gotham's forefathers installed a defense system called Last Laugh. If a chemical or biological attack happened, this system would seal off Gotham and vaccinate everybody internally through reservoirs hidden beneath the streets. Its central hub was in Wayne Tower. In Wayne Tower, the Batman Who Laughs takes advantage of Bill's blindness, tricking him into thinking that he is Batman and ordering him to have the elevator send him up. When he reached the top, he dismembered every guard on the floor. The real Batman busted through the window and lunged at him. Batman wrestled with him and used both fists to slam his opponent to the ground. Suddenly, Batman was shot by the Grim Knight, who was on the roof of the other building. The Batman Who Laughs told him he would dismantle the Last Laugh, which would blow up Wayne Tower. He told Batman that the Grim Knight hacked the protocols for the explosion days ago. The protocol was activated, and the system started a countdown. Batman couldn't cancel it since the bullet shot at him disrupts sound waves. The Batman Who Laughs told him he knew he was infected with the toxin, and after a week, they would be the same. The Batman Who Laughs busts through the window and escapes. Bill appeared and helped Batman. They escaped together. Batman went to Joker and demanded he wakes up. Joker woke up, and Batman asked him what the enemy's plan was. Joker told him he didn't know, but James might. Jim went to his son James. He told James that he was happy he was doing well, but he wasn't there to shut down his program. Batman intervened and told James that he wanted to use his mind to help him beat the enemy. Batman wanted James to think like he usually does, like a killer and a psychopath. Batman showed a map of Gotham. He said the new water system was built over the old one, making Gotham susceptible to attacks via the old waterways. Batman created the last laugh to close all waterways except one which would be loaded with any cure. Although the last laugh was destroyed a while ago, one more mechanism was required to destroy the last laugh entirely. James was hesitant. Batman reminded him that he was a genius at 13 years old, that even Joker took notice. Despite James changing, Batman said he's still the boy who's best at killing the city. Jim tried to convince James when suddenly, bullets bust through the windows. Grim Knight appeared. He wanted Jim. Batman and Grim Knight pointed guns at each other. Batman fired and hit a train behind Grim Knight, and the wire curled on Grim Knight's foot and lifted him in the air. Batman told Jim and James to run, but Grim Knight appeared. Grim Knight told Batman that if he didn't give Jim, he'd destroy the airplane above them. Batman didn't have a choice, so Grim Knight took Jim and laughed. The last mechanism to destroy Last Laugh, Jim, was just taken. In Iceberg Lounge, Oswald was informed by his man that a man was at the door claiming to be Batman. The Batman Who Laughs entered. He opened an umbrella-like flamethrower and set the guards in flames. Oswald's man fired at the Batman Who Laughs, which made him take cover. The Batman Who Laughs took defibrillators from the wall and placed them on a wet floor, electrocuting Oswald and his man. Suddenly, Bruce Wayne appeared, and the Batman Who Laughs pierced a syringe into his neck. In Gotham sewers, James told Batman that there were 3 pipes that the enemy might compromise. Batman was restless. James calmed him down and asked if the toxin poisoned him. Batman confirmed it, but said he'd be okay. Alfred called and told Batman that Joker woke up and laughed. Later, Alfred was looking for Bruce. Alfred went to the cave and found Bruce working. Bruce told Alfred that his plan was wrong. Alfred insisted to Bruce that he trust in himself and his plan. To Alfred's horror, he saw Bruce had made a visor. Alfred took the visor off Bruce. Bruce's eyes were red. Bruce tried to get it back, but Alfred won't allow him. Bruce tried to explain that this needed to be done. The two struggled, and Alfred kept hitting Bruce. Suddenly, Bruce choked Alfred. Bruce immediately let go and was surprised at what he did. Bruce embraced Alfred and apologized. The two consoled, and Bruce told Alfred he needed to see Gotham the same as his enemy. Alfred caved and gave him the visor. Jim was tied to a chair. The Batman Who Laughs tells him that in his world when Joker killed him, that was when he killed Joker. From that day forward, he became what he is in the present. The Batman Who Laughs showed Jim 6 canisters, 2 of which were empty. He said he only needed 2 more to complete his serum and change the city. Elsewhere, Batman was driving around Gotham. Using the visor, he tried to emulate what his enemy would see and where he would go. But the visor kept showing Batman the darker versions of people. Alfred called Batman and told him the Grim Knight used electrical grids to direct energy to dark matter repositories. Alfred said that there are places Batman must find that Grim Knight could use to make a portal. Batman called James and asked if he found which waterways the enemy would use. James said he'd narrowed it down to 3 and is currently checking the biggest one. James checked up on Batman. James told Batman he believes they'll win, and asked if Batman had a plan about the toxin. Batman hung upon him. Earlier that day, Batman was in the Last Laugh resource compound, testing the water for contaminants. Joker suddenly appeared. Batman choked Joker, but Joker said he came to talk. Joker said he came to say good luck. Batman asks Joker to kill him if he turns into the Batman Who Laughs. Joker happily agreed. At present, inside the Black Gate prison, Alfred called and told Batman he had reached a portal. He told Batman to be careful since he may accidentally enter another world when another Bruce Wayne appears. Suddenly, Commander Harper comes out pointing a gun at Batman. Harper thinks Batman is the Batman Who Laughs. Batman proves his identity by telling personal information about Harper. Harper believes him. Batman notices the whole appearance of the prison changed. Bruce Wayne approaches Batman and says he's the one running the prison. Grim Knight let Jim go and told him to run. Jim ran, but 3 Jokers dressed as Robin pounced on him and bit him continuously. Batman and Bruce returned to Batman's world. A group of jail guards thought Batman was the enemy, so they drew guns at him. Seeing this, Batman gave Bruce to Harper. Suddenly, Harper enables a transparent wall to come between them. Harper then took out a knife and killed Bruce. Harper took off his mask and revealed he was the Batman Who Laughs. Batman was surrounded by the jail guards and was open fired upon. Batman kept insisting that he wasn't the enemy. The Batman Who Laughs uses this opportunity to escape. Batman lunged at the wall and broke it. He took the dead Bruce and used his body as a shield. Batman yelled and said personal details of each shooter, which made them stop. Jim was still being chased by the Jokers when he leaped into the sewers. The Jokers were still following him when they were suddenly shot. James had arrived. James grabbed Jim and pulled him out of the water. The Batman Who Laughs appeared before the Court of Owls, saying he had a request. The owls told him that the littlest among them shall decide. A girl in a wheelchair approached him. The girl denied his request and said the Talons would deal with him. The Talons appeared. The owls gasped. The Talons had no arms. The Batman Who Laughs laughed. The owls ran, and the Batman Who Laughs kicked the girl in the wheelchair into the cliff. The leader of the owls arrived. "Hello, Bruce," said the Batman Who Laughs. James and Jim rode the Bat Train and went to Batman. Jim told Batman that he was inside the enemy's lair and saw how close they were to finish their plan. Batman said they must activate Last Laugh before the enemies complete their serum to protect Gotham. Jim placed his palm on the scanner. The device initiated a 2-minute countdown for Batman to place his palm and activate Last Laugh. As Batman was about to place his palm, he stopped. Batman thought the enemy must have meant to let Jim escape and let him open Last Laugh because they can't open it themselves. Jim agreed and thought it was too convenient that he escaped with minimal pursuers. The device rang, Batman answered, and the Batman Who Laughs appeared. Batman told him that he won't activate Last Laugh. The Batman Who Laughs displayed a map of Gotham that he took from the owls. He claimed based on the map that Gotham was never meant to be a haven. Instead, it was supposed to be a fortress. It wasn't meant to be a light, but was meant for darkness. Jim tried to stop the conversation, but Batman shoved him. Alfred called and told Batman his toxin levels were too high. He's not thinking clearly. Their 2 minutes were almost up. To everybody's disappointment, Batman placed his hand on the scanner and activated Last Laugh. Bat drones covered Gotham's sky. Alfred kept telling Batman that his toxin level was getting dangerously high. Jim and James thought Batman had lost it, but Batman told them activating the Last Laugh was their only chance. Batman told them it would take the Grim Knight an hour to hack the Last Laugh, so until then, they have control of it. Batman planned to use the Last Laugh to protect the city and lure the enemy to him. The Batman Who Laughs was about to kill another Bruce Wayne when Batman blurred the vision on his sniper scope. Batman told the Batman Who Laughs that he removed power from sites that had dark matter, except one. Batman added that he was transferring another Bruce Wayne and that Batman Who Laughs should come to him now. Jim was opening a chamber when James interrupted him. James told Jim that he always tried being good, but he felt so much pain doing it. But when he worked with him and Batman, it was different. Jim told James that as of now, he wasn't ready to believe that he was good yet. The chamber opened, and inside were hundreds of weapons. Batman told Alfred that no matter what happens, always stick to the plan. Alfred kept telling Batman about his toxin levels, but Batman ignored him. The Batman Who Laughs arrived. He told Batman that he was slowly transforming into him. Batman denied it, but the Batman Who Laughs told him he also denied it when he was transforming. They both lunge at each other, and the battle starts. Meanwhile, Grim Knight infiltrated the Last Laugh resource compound, but was met by Jim and James in Batman armor and dropped a net on the Grim Knight. Grim Knight slashed the net. Jim and James opened fire. Grim Knight told Jim that in his world, James had taken his life because of Jim's neglect. Batman kicked the Batman Who Laughs into a tree. The final Bruce Wayne appears and runs behind Batman. It's the child version of themselves. Grim Knight insisted that Jim didn't care about James. Jim said he loved his son more than anything, while Grim Knight beat him. Grim Knight picked Jim up and choked him. Batman thought his enemy would go after the child, but he was wrong. The Batman Who Laughs lunged at Batman and pierced his chest with a syringe. Batman felt ecstatic. The Batman Who Laughs tells him when the light in the syringe turns red, Batman will have fully transformed. Jim struggled and kicked Grim Knight. The knife fell on the water. Jim and James dived to take it. Grim Knight told James to take the knife and betray Jim, telling him they would rule Gotham if he joined him. The Batman Who Laughs points a gun at his head, saying there should only be one of them and that he's passing the torch to Batman. The light turned red, but the Batman Who Laughs turned the gun toward Batman and fired. He said he knew Batman rigged the syringe since he hadn't transformed yet. Batman was down. The young Bruce hid behind a tombstone. James got the knife and gave it to Grim Knight. Grim Knight choked Jim and told him he'd give him the serum instead of killing him. Grim Knight says the drones over Gotham would spray the serum across the city. Jim won't open his mouth, so the Grim Knight repeatedly drowns him until he opens it. James just watched. The Batman Who Laughs pursues Bruce. Suddenly, Alfred appeared and fired multiple rounds on him. Batman then got up and kicked the Batman Who Laughs. A contraption appeared beneath the ground and shot the Batman Who Laughed with harpoons and electrocuted him. Batman took a tombstone and repeatedly bashed it on his opponent to the ground. Grim Knight was still torturing Jim when James used the knife and stabbed the Grim Knight multiple times. Jim then disabled the last laugh. Bruce returned to normal and burned every dark metal that was left. Alfred asked how his transfusion was going. Bruce said it was still holding. Batman theorized that Joker must have rigged the toxins that he got, since he didn't transform even after 1 week. Bruce said he agreed with what his opponent said, that we're all cold, animalistic, and selfish at heart. James was preparing his things for prison when Jim told him he would continue his program. The two hugged, and Jim told James that he believed in him. Jim went out to the street when a police officer told him he didn't look good. Jim told him he was fine, but beneath his glasses, his eyes were red. Alfred told Bruce that no decelerating agent was found on the toxin when he tested it. Bruce was surprised. Alfred told him it was Bruce's will that delayed the transformation because he never wanted to become like Joker. He wanted to be Batman.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.